Of Get Virtual with Getaway Reno Tahoe. We've got a great show today. Everything Reno, all kinds of amazing stuff. But first, just some quick good news. Today, I don't know if anyone ever saw that, or if you guys saw, American Century Golf Classic, Celebrity Golf said they're going to actually have a tournament this year. Now, there'll be no fans. That's okay. You can still watch it live. I'm assuming from the boat and different things like that. Lots of celebrities up here. But more importantly, really good news. Turns out they're going to take the entire prize pool and they're going to donate it to COVID-19 relief and nonprofits in the area. And that is really great news. Anyone who's involved in nonprofits know that a lot of them have really stretched out their resources to make sure that they can take care of the people in need right now. So there's some amazing stuff going on, and it's great to see that support for the area and for the region and everyone else here involved. And I know I'm really looking forward to it. So that's great. So let's start off with our first guest, Nellie Davis from the Riverwalk District. And she's going to talk about everything going on there. And I believe they're also a nonprofit, are you not? Nellie, I think you're going to have to ask, you have to unmute yourself.
There we are.
You
yes,
are.
We are a nonprofit.
So you know the challenge that nonprofits have kind of faced right now in this time of, coronavirus and COVID-19. It's been pretty tough.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we are also comprised of, not only our small businesses that we try and take care of, but we're a giving nonprofit. So all of our events that we have revenue from, we contribute to other nonprofits in the area. So, it's kind of that, give and take now where not being able to offer those, in-person events, we still want to be able to do something that, we can help our businesses out.
And what a great segue into my next question. You guys do have a great event coming up. So I know that normally we talk about the wine walk, but now you're doing something called the wine lock. Can you explain?
Yes.
This sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes. So we, and you guys definitely paved the way, and many other businesses like you that had to pivot virtually. It doesn't seem so obscure anymore that, more and more folks are going virtual. So, we thought, like, how can we get creative and, still follow the distancing and safety protocols? So we decided to go online. This is a legacy event for downtown Reno. And so we're bringing it virtual. And we'll still have, all of the same fun aspects. We're doing a mystery grab bag with, for the first time, beer and wine. Brewers Cabinet also donated some beer for the mystery grab bags. And then, so much of it that people love is getting decorated wine glasses. So we're doing a spin on that where you get your own wine glass, and then we're having a hashtag contest for a DIY decorating contest. So you can hashtag virtual wine lock, and there's going to be other online contests as well. And so, we're really just trying to, still have that really lighthearted, this is summer fun,
right.
And so you can get together with, your friends virtually, and do a Zoom and, have a Saturday afternoon wine lock.
So walk me through the process here. I want to do this. What do I do?
So what you would do is you can go to Eventbrite, and they have the virtual wine lock tickets. And the ticket sales end June 10th. They're $25. And then from 11 to 3 at Keel's parking lot, you can do a pickup on the 13th. And then you grab your mystery grab bag, you head home, you can decorate your glass, you have, all your wine and beer. And then you can, hook up with your friends and stream that, and then also enter all the contests as a follow-up to try and win prizes along the Riverwalk District.
To use at a later date. So just Keel parking lot's going to have all the pickups. So once I register, I just show up there, grab my bag, and go with my group of people. Now, if I have a bunch of people that want to pick up a bag at the same time, you can do that too. I'm assuming for all one group.
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. That sounds great. Now, we were talking about nonprofits before. I know that you guys are also, in part of your nonprofit, you guys have also helped found a GoFundMe, I believe, to kind of help some of the Riverwalk businesses. Is that not true?
Yes, so we are starting a GoFundMe for the Reno Riverwalk Business Relief Fund.
Okay.
And that's going as kind of, an incentive directly back to our merchants because we still, even along with the phases, we still have some businesses that haven't opened. We have a lot of arts, we have a lot of theater. Just now, some of the businesses, in the restaurant and bar industry are opening, but they're still not seeing the same capacity. So we want to do whatever we can to support our small businesses downtown because we just believe so much, of what our community is capable of, and that it really is the heart of Reno.
But I would agree 100%. And I think that's a good point that, there's been sort of this phased opening. And so it's been kind of tricky for a few places. And, I'm going to bring on my next guest, another Riverwalk merchant down there. And I think they just recently opened. And we got Buddy from the National Art Museum. He's going to come on here. Buddy, you're going to have to unmute yourself.
Got it.
Hey, buddy. So
Hi,
talk about this. When did you guys open at the National Art Museum?
well, we opened this week. We are a nonprofit too, but for the last 77 days, we've been a non-revenue.
Yeah.
We opened on Monday, and we've had some visitors coming in. You start with a dozen, up to 20, then 29. So people are starting to discover it. It's a great place. And in fact, I like to say, if you look up in the dictionary under social distancing, you'll see National Automobile Museum. We got 85 square feet here. And with not many visitors, it's rare you bump into anybody. So it's a great place to do some entertainment. And it's a world class. A lot of people forget we've been here 30 years, but if you go on Yelp or TripAdvisor, we're generally number 1 or number 2. And I'll be darned, I hardly see any attraction that doesn't have some negative reviews, and ours are just almost always positive. So it's a great experience. Cars from before the turn of the last century, clearing up today. We have a Challenger exhibit here that talks about the spaceships and rockets of tomorrow. So it's all down here free. And we're doing a thing now where we put in a changing exhibit where we have something new every 90 days. And our intro one, when we reopened, is about the Model T Ford, probably the most important car ever produced in history, because they built 15 million of them back when 15 million was a real number.
Now, what color did they paint it?
Big myth. From 1909 to 1914, you could get any color except black.
Oh, see?
1914 on, every car was black.
Oh, okay.
And it's because the paint took too long to dry. On a red car, it took several days. On a black car, it dried in a matter of hours, so it could roll down the assembly line faster. We have all those details and a lot more. We have a Model T that was the first RV ever produced. Guess who built it? Budweiser. Well, not Budweiser. Anheuser-Busch built it. And it was the first RV called the camp car. We have that down here. It's a Model T with an RV conversion on it.
Now, Buddy, obviously, do you think that maybe Anheuser-Busch knew that an RV might be good for their business model as far as people drinking beer when they go on vacation?
That's the obvious today, yeah. But they actually did it because they were building beer trucks. They did this RV, but today, I don't know if you've been reading which businesses are doing good and which ones are bad, but the RV industry is booming right now because
they're doing really well.
If you want to see the very first one, we've got it.
And I would say that hopefully the National Art Museum does really well, because I think you brought up a great point in the beginning. It is such a huge museum. I mean, you guys are massive. You got to think about it. You have cars. How many cars do you have in your active display right now, would you say?
We have 221 right now. We added one for this special display. 175 were from the old Bill Harrah auto collection. And then we've had various donations over the years. So 221 cars right now.
So over 200 cars. And you think about most cars are over 6 feet long. So you could have 2 people on each end looking at a car. That puts almost 400 people, and they're all socially distanced.
Yeah, if you put 400, you still wouldn't see anyone, but we seldom even hit that number. On busy holiday weekends, maybe, but more than likely in these slow times, if we had a really great day, you're probably only going to see 100, maybe at the worst case, 200 here. And if we had that many, I doubt if you'd bump into anybody at all.
And it's a great spot to go and cruise, and it's almost like you're outdoors, big, tall ceilings,
Yeah.
everything else, and a great event and a great spot. I love going there. It's kind of funny, you know, you go there and you think, oh, I don't want to go to a museum, and then you go and you're like, oh, wow, I didn't see that before, and I didn't see that before. And, you know, moments while I'm trying to take someone to like one of my favorite cars, I see another car, I'm like, wow, no, that was here.
I've
No.
been here as executive director now for a little over 5 months, and virtually every day I learn something new about a car. There's some incredible stuff here, one of a kind. Nowhere else in the world can you see it. So it's worth a repeat visit. If you've been here 10 years ago or 5 years ago, we've made some changes. Come on down, you'll like it.
Awesome. We love that. You know what? I'm going to bring on another business from the Riverwalk here. We got Reto from Wild River Grille, and he's going to talk to us a little bit there. And you know what? I might let you two go if we can get Reto on here. I got to see if he's going to come on. Oh, what do I do? I might do something crazy here. Let me try this. Reto, I'm going to move you to a panelist. I think I hit the wrong button.
There he is.
There he is. Reto, you're going to have to unmute yourself. Now, I know Reto's got a lot of stuff to talk about with Wild River Grille, so I'm going to say goodbye to Nellie and goodbye to Buddy. And you know what? We'll let you kind of take it away. Let me go ahead and move things around. Guys, we'll talk to you.
All right. Thank you so much.
No worries. Oh, once again,
You guys all take care.
is there any website or anything people should be looking for the wine lock or for the GoFundMe?
You can always check them out on our Facebook. There is the GoFundMe Reno Riverwalk Business Relief Fund and the Eventbrite Virtual Wine Lock.
Got it.
And for us, Facebook is always great. We have our own site, a lot of news stories on that, or automuseum.org.
Got it. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you
Hey,
later.
take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, now let me try to do this. I'm multitasking here, you know. I'm trying to look, see what's going on, all kinds of stuff. So Wild River Grille,
Yes.
you guys have, I gotta say, for restaurants, I think you've been some of the most innovative out there. You guys, you know, you started up with the live music when you're still doing takeaway food for people, all kinds of stuff. Now that you can open up even in a limited capacity, and you guys were always known for your patio, tell me what's going on down there.
Yeah, well, I mean, to start out, I definitely want to thank Nellie and Buddy as well. Nellie has helped tremendously with all of the businesses down in the Riverwalk Association. She's been able to help not only us, but other businesses that are in need during this crazy time. I'm super excited for Buddy and everybody at the Auto Museum because that's phenomenal that they're able to open up, get more people down here, get more attraction down to downtown Reno because everybody loves Reno. Our community is phenomenal. It is so heartwarming to know how much the community has the backs of local businesses and local business owners. And so for more options and more capability to explore what Reno has to offer and more opening, it's just amazing. So those two, kudos to them because it's phenomenal. But with that being said, yeah, we finally are able to open up our patio. We are following every guideline that is in place to make sure that people are safe. Our guests, as well as our own employees, our first priority, 6-foot rule, making sure that we have masks, gloves, every health code, everything is taken care of. With that being said, we're still able to, because our patio is so massive, able to still show live music. We're still able to allow all four-legged friends to come in, dine with you, all that good stuff, and still be able to support all of the arts, which is a huge aspect that I know Chuck Shapiro, the owner, really, really takes to heart and really tries to make known and prevalent.
No, he's been a major supporter of the arts, you know, across the way. I mean, you guys are obviously right across from the Pioneer Center. It's a huge thing, but all the small theaters and artists and things like that. And we've actually had Chuck on before where he actually you guys weren't even open. He was just talking about stuff that he was doing to try to help support the arts. We brought him on because he's such a major supporter. So, you know, that is really says a lot for Chuck and what
100%.
he do there as a team.
Yeah, well, and during crazy times, you know, it's very easy to forget about the people that need it most, you know. Artists are people that everyone enjoys. Music is something that's a world language. And what better way to give back to our local artists than to help them out? And Chuck 100% did that by allowing them to do private web shows of their own live music while enjoying food here. We were able to donate a whole bunch of gift card sales to local theaters like the Pioneer Theater, Bruca Theater, the Sierra Arts Foundation. We are still able to help participate in nonprofits like the SPCA and the Nevada Humane Society for our four-legged family members. You know, things that people do tend to forget about. We want to make sure that they're still taken care of because they still mean a whole bunch to us, and we really want to make sure that they're still thriving.
Okay, so now let's talk more about Wild River Grille.
Yes.
Okay, I come down there on a Friday or Saturday night. How often do you have live music?
We have live music 7 days a week.
Okay.
We actually have it from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. every single night.
So I come down there, walk me through the process of I come in and where I'm going to sit and what I'm going to see and what options I have.
100%.
Favorite thing on the menu?
Yes. Okay. So any single day, we have more than enough capacity for everybody. We're able to expand our restaurant thanks to other people like the Sierra Arts Foundation. We have tables in the actual museum. You can dine throughout art. So you are 100% safe, 6-foot rule everywhere in our patio, inside and out. We definitely recommend reservations because we are able to fill up very fast. You can go onto our website, which is wildrivergrille.com, or give us a call. Either way, we can get a reservation going for you. You come on in. We have live music every single night from 6 to 9 p.m. You can bring, like I said, your wonderful behaved puppy, or even your cat. You know, if you want to walk your cat outside, by all means, sit out on our patio, enjoy a wonderful dinner. Monday through Friday, we got happy hour. We're still doing that bad boy. And then we're open from 11 a.m. until 9:30 on the weekdays and 11 till 10 on the weekends.
Wow. Well, that's favorite thing on the menu?
Favorite thing on the menu, I definitely have to go with a new item. It's actually a new one, but an old one. It's our coconut crusted Mahi Mahi. We had it right when we started 13 years ago, and we brought it back on because it was a personal favorite. So it is phenomenal. We got a new.
I was gonna say I've had that before.
Yeah.
I've been up there, and you're like a new item. I'm like, no, that's not new. I've had that before.
It's a new one, but it's an oldie. So we brought it back. The recipe is phenomenal. We had to bring it back to get everybody back to the way that they remember us.
Now, what about your cocktails in your bar? Because you guys are pretty well known for that too. I'm assuming that's all good to go, right?
Yeah, 100%. We just revamped our wine list. We have all this. We have actually a lot of local wine. Great Basin Winery. We have stuff from Frey Ranch, which is out in Churchill. We have a whole bunch of good wine on the menu. Cocktails are all fresh squeezed fruits and a whole bunch of infusions. We have some pretty delicious sangrias. And then, of course, beer. There are so many local breweries around that make phenomenal beer. And we have 8 to 9 different ones on draft at any point in time. Each one of them is a local beer.
Yeah, and you guys do a great job selecting those beers. So amazing job, and I can't wait to get back up there. I definitely need to. I need to stop working and just go out and eat. And darn work gets in the way.
Yeah, but yeah, so you can come anytime. Give us a call. The phone number here is 775-284-7455. You can visit us online at wildrivergrille.com, or you can follow us at any one of the handles: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're all Wild River Grille Reno. So yeah, across the platform, all of those guys.
Sounds great, and always great support. I want to bring on my last guest. You can say hi to her. She's actually running a restaurant week that's going to be coming up in mid.
She is.
Cheree, this is Reto there. Reto and Cheree.
Guys.
Hi.
Yeah.
So, Reto, we're going to say goodbye to you, and thanks again, Wild River Grille, for all the support and everything else, and love hearing the stuff going on there. That's just amazing stuff.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Todd. You have a good one, Cheree. You have a great week.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Cheree, let's talk about what you've been doing here. And you've got kind of a neat little thing. First of all, you founded Hunger in Reno, and then through Hunger in Reno, you've created this restaurant week. 60 plus restaurants.
Yeah, crazy. I'm excited. I think, I was hoping to have at least 30. And knew that it was in, the first year of it, and we needed to kind of prove the concept. And I had talked a lot. I don't know if you're familiar, but Reno Bites had happened several years before. And so I had done a lot of talking with Natasha Berlin and Clint Jolly. And so they've been wonderful with me and really pivoted, decided early on after talking to Mark Esty and after kind of having my own feelings about it, that I wanted to pivot and make this more restaurant based. And so it was very much more like a big cities restaurant week, where it was all on the restaurants to, you know, have a special and people would just go in and it wouldn't be event based. And so that actually served a great purpose once COVID happened, because we weren't event based, which we're not looking to bring in big crowds. We're not looking to, you know, have all of these congregations. We're just really, and especially with 60 restaurants on there, you know, there's a wide swath of places that people can visit. So once the governor started to reopen, I knew that we were going to be able to do it with potentially takeout. You know, I have a deep love for food and cocktails and for our food scene here in Reno. And so I really just felt like it was important to keep it alive, but I didn't know what it would look like. You know, as we kept going through it, I was talking with the establishments and kind of figuring out, and all of us were, you know, hey, we don't know. Most people were like, whatever, we're gonna do whatever. If it's takeout, if it's delivery, if it's dine-in, whatever. And so I was really excited that we were able to make it happen. So
now let's talk about the dates of Reno Restaurant Week, first off.
June 17th through 24th.
So that's not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday after next, right?
Yep, 2 weeks from yesterday.
So very clear. We've confused everybody now.
Yeah.
Just look it up on the calendar. But you've got a full week. Now, how does this work? I want to participate in Reno Restaurant Week. I'm a foodie. I love trying different new restaurants. Explain to me, how does Todd Poth participate in this?
So I just released on social media the full list of participants, but it's also on RenoRestaurantWeek.com. Okay. And so what I'm suggesting to people is to, if those locations take reservations, please make a reservation. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, take a look at that list, and all of those places are doing some sort of special menu item, special discount, or they're giving back to the charities, and so each of those menus are going to be coming out tomorrow or Monday at the very latest. Mm-hmm. And so I'm encouraging people to take a look at those. All you have to do is, if they take reservations, make that reservations. If they don't, just pop in and ask for Reno Restaurant Week menu, and the restaurant will give you that, and you're able to take advantage of it. And I'm hopeful that people take pictures, take advantage of the fact that the chefs and owners are invested in this and that they want to talk to them. So if you, Todd, were interested in, say, going to Midtown Eats, which is a participant, you would make a reservation for one of the time slots that they have available during that week. You'd go in, you'd say, I'm with Reno Restaurant Week. They'll give you the special Reno Restaurant Week menu in addition to their menu, and you'll be able to choose what you want to do. They have a great kind of Southern themed menu, so it's going to be fun. And then you know, if you're willing to ask to talk to the owner and chef and say hi, and then hopefully take pictures of your food and tag Reno Food Week in them.
So I probably should take a picture before I take a bite, because I sometimes forget that.
And you know what? Sometimes it's really fun to see those pictures of completely empty plate. It was so good.
Yeah, that tends to be me sometimes, you know, and I try to make sure that I remember that, you know, I should definitely take a picture of this, because, you know, they come out and the presentation is so amazing. I'm like, man, I really should do this, and I forget, and it's so good, I want to eat it.
Yeah, and when you're hungry, I'll tell you, some of my friends are like, oh my gosh, we have to take a picture. Why? We're so hungry. So yeah, but you know what? I'm also encouraging people to take pictures with the owners and chefs, and to really kind of have a conversation with them, and, you know, enjoy the ambiance and what it looks like, and share their stories and share how they feel, especially with those owners and chefs, managers. You know, I think that it's important for the reason why this is created is to really create that connection between the owners and the people in the back of the house of those restaurants with their guests, so that you feel comfortable talking about if something goes wrong or if something goes right. And
Right.
you have that connection. So you know that you can talk about what you would prefer, what has gone wrong or what hasn't, and they can make a change. And 99.9% of our food and drink establishments in town are all about making people happy. And I would even say it's 100%, but you
I
always
would
have
say
those
it's higher, I
outliers.
would say it's higher than that. I know.
Yep.
And, I'm just thinking about, this is really a kind of a neat concept because, I think there's one thing that's really neat about Reno and in this area is, the independent restaurant owners and the love and they've all got this certain aspect they're doing, and every single one of them cares and tries to find that niche that they can really, create the food that they love and pass that on
Mm-hmm.
and people that come in, and especially after this time frame where a lot of us couldn't necessarily go out and sample that food, and I Mark Essie's a pretty good cook, maybe not as good as me at home, but I'll give him his food's okay. No, he's great. Have to give him a little bit of stick because he's probably watching. He's probably gonna blow up my Facebook.
Yes.
But to go out and try these foods from all these different chefs, it's amazing what they make, and you're just like, why can't I make this at home? But it is amazing. That's what they do. That's their talent.
Mm-hmm. It really is. And, most of them are so excited to represent their food to everyone. All of them are so excited to have that there and to hear feedback. I think that people often think, oh, I shouldn't say something, but they need your feedback. That's important. It's so important for them. These are food and drink establishments, and I would venture to say food and drink establishments everywhere want loyal customers.
Right.
They want you to come back. They don't want you to just come in once and that's it. And so I think that this is a time for them to be a little more creative and to be present. And also I've had several that say, hey, we're only open for lunch, so we're really excited to go to all of the other places for dinner. We have such a collaborative food scene, and it's wonderful. Very, very excited about it.
And I would say one thing I've noticed with the COVID thing is the collaboration has gotten immensely better. I mean, we've noticed on the show we've done, we've had people that, quite honestly are competitors, and they're still talking and they're pushing people here and there. And we work with competitors, everyone, the collaborative, we're all in this together, and we've got to try to get through this the best we can, and we're doing the best we can. So great stuff. Once again, website, where can they find information? What should people do? Tell them.
Yeah, so everything that you need to know is going to be at renorestaurantweek.com. And you can follow on social, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Reno Food Week. And I'm hopeful that everyone hashtags their dishes with Reno Food Week. There will be a raffle after the event. And so anyone who hashtags on Instagram will be entered into that raffle. And each one of the participants has graciously donated an item or a gift certificate. And so we have lots of those to give out. So I'm very hopeful that people hashtag so that we can share that.
A hashtag has to be worth a gift certificate. You got to imagine. You can't.
Right, exactly.
That's great. Once again, this is June 17th through 24th. So you got a little bit of time to prep for it. The menus and all the information is going to be coming up and be updated all the way through. And there's definitely something for everybody on there with 60 plus restaurants, correct?
Yes.
Amazing. Cheree, congratulations. Great job putting that together.
Thank you.
It's really something the restaurants need, especially coming out of the situation which came out. So great job.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on, Todd. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. See you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hey, and I didn't cut her off before she said goodbye, which I normally do. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this installment of Get Virtual with Reno Tao. Don't worry, Megan will be back next week. So we'll have the full crew here again, and we'll be doing this all again. Once again, if you liked it, make sure you reach out to us at renotao@planmygetaway.com. We're always looking for sponsors and other guests. Let us know and share it, like it, spread it out on social media. Let people know what's going on in this great region we have here in the Reno Tahoe area. Have a great day, stay safe, and get hungry, because it sounds like there's a lot of restaurants and stuff out there.